Gotta move on. I'm in such a hurry, I can't believe I'm spending this much time. So let me shut this guy. I'm gonna get you guys set up on the tripod and hook the mic up and do a cold start just before this guy gets put up in the air. And I am going to take this thing, man, anyway, parts everywhere. But that's okay. Life, sometimes you got to do whatever it takes. You really want to drive a fancy car? Well, you either know how to fix it or you have a bunch of money to throw at the dealer. So let me set you up here really quick. It's wobbly, but it'll steady itself soon. Let me help it out there. Stop moving. Or it won't. You guys get a really nice audio of this guy. Oh, my mic smells wonderful. Awesome. Clip my mic back on. So, just a couple little fun facts here about the 335 IS. They didn't make a whole lot of these. Not the rarest BMW in the world. But break out my notes here really fast. Sorry about that. Okay. Stats on the 335 IS. They made between 3,500 and 4,500 vehicles from 2011 to 2013. The vehicle has a gross weight of 3,560 pounds. Kind of a in-between weight now. And a few years ago I would have called this thing a heavyweight pig, but cars are over 5,000 pounds now. Just look at an M5. Anyhow, the price, base price on these guys, $57,000. My car, because it has every option but the folding seat, in the trunk there came to $61,980. So basically 62 grand. And this car was brand new. It was $62,000. And this car was supposed to be a transition car between the E90 generation M3s and the base model 335i. But in reality, this was just a test mule. They were testing. They wanted to see if they could use a DCT transmission. Basically, it was their little test run on the future M cars that came out a year later, because they came out with a twin turbo, just like this car, and it also had a dual clutch transmission. So this is like the prequel to the pre-version, shall I say. Prequel's not the right word, but the pre-version of the F generation, G generation, basically all the newer stuff. They wanted to see if it'd work here, so pretty stoked about that. Stats: 325 advertised horsepower, 370 foot-pounds of torque on overboost for 8 seconds. 0 to 60, 4.6 seconds. 0 to 100 miles an hour, 11.2. Quarter mile, 13 flat, 106. On the skid pad, it did 116 feet at 60 miles an hour for braking. Advertised, they're funny. They advertised 20 to 26 on the fuel rating, but my actual was only 19 at best, and that's driving it as light as possible. Now let's talk a little bit something different. It's M3 brethren, the E90 generation. Oh, let me go back. Let me rewind just for a second. So the 335 IS in 2013, they made 744 coupes and 948 convertibles. 475 of those vehicles were black sapphire metallic paint, which is what this is, and 582 of them got the black Napa leather interior. Dakota leather, excuse me. Dakota leather. So, pretty interesting. What else here? So yeah, like I was saying, it's M3 brethren. They made a grand total of 43,000 M3s, folks. Yep. And they only made 4,500 of these cars. So is it a future collectible car? Yeah, if somebody can keep it up, keep it from falling apart, get the paint corrected, yeah. It potentially in the future is going to be like, wow, they actually made this weird car. Really weird scenario that produced this vehicle. And BMW, they're like, we're never making this guy again. We're not going to do that to our M car owners ever again. 'Cause what literally happened with this is you could tune these cars and just lay waste to any of the V8 M3s. I mean, you just kick them in the dirt. Their cars, you know, they're 415 to 420 horsepower, but they're 290 foot-pounds of torque. And the 335i it gets 300 horsepower and 300 foot-pounds of torque in a base model. So this is one last look before it goes into a bunch of boxes and little pieces and parts. The car drives fine. I drive it every day to work. It's just not making boost. At least not the boost I want to make. It's not fun when it's not doing what it's supposed to. It just doesn't feel right. There's no check engine lights. There's nothing. The only way I can tell is when I let off on the accelerator, the diverter valve is barely letting any air out. It just doesn't sound right. But I'm fixing all that. All right, everybody, this is going to be a wrap. Please subscribe, like, support, comment. Tell me how brilliant this is or how stupid it is or anything, or have a nice day, or hope it works, or any comment will do. My channel's new. I'm looking into editing software right now and trying to educate myself, but my time, I'm really pressed for this, so I'm just releasing one takes. You know, this is all unedited, live, and in Technicolor. Well, it's uploaded, it's not live. This is a GoPro, it's not Technicolor, but it is unedited. That's the joke, folks. Anyways, have a nice day. Wish me luck. I'm holding my breath, I have butterflies. I'm about to rip apart my car. Oh yeah, we are doing surgery. Take care, everybody.